when you're spending every day on your own. And here it goes, I'm just a kid and life is a...
Good morning, Oakwood students. Today is Monday, May 11th. I'm your host, Mr. Burkett, and this is OWTV News. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world. Last Thursday, Governor DeWine announced the plan to open up restaurants around the state. Starting on May 15th, restaurants will be allowed to open up their outdoor seating areas, and then on May 21st, dine-in services will begin. Ohio will also reopen barbershops and hair and nail salons on May 15th. This news comes just a few days after I decided to let my wife cut my hair. Well, it's now that time in our show where we interview an Oakwood staff member. Let's send it over to myself with Ask an Eagle. Okay, welcome to Ask an Eagle. I'm here with Mr. Laughman. Mr. Laughman, it's good to see you today.
Well, you know what? It's good to be seen. So I appreciate you, reaching out and us having a face-to-face conversation here.
Absolutely. Okay, I have a few questions for you. Question number one, any new hobbies that you've picked up since being at home?
Well, you know what? That's a good one. We just started Unsolved Case Files.
Ooh.
And we ordered this thing online, and you get this packet of stuff that is just like a case file. And you got to try to go through it all. It has pictures and crime scene photos and all kinds of things like that. And we spent a good 3 evenings as a family kind of going through that and solving this case file. So that was pretty exciting. That was a new hobby. So we're looking forward to the next one already.
That sounds sweet.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Awesome. The next question I have for you, is cereal a soup?
That sounds like a question that the kids would try to argue with their parents about. Cereal is not a soup. A soup is going to need to be boiled or simmered or cooked, and then you put a bunch of stuff in it you don't really like carrots and peas and beans and things. So, no, cereal is definitely not a soup. Does not qualify. Doesn't, unless you boil your cereal or simmer it, and then that would be kind of weird. So,
okay,
I'm going to go with a big no on that one.
What about like a cold soup?
Like, name a cold soup.
It's like I think it's called a gazpacho, maybe. I've never had it.
Milk. You put milk on that gazpacho?
I have no idea. I think it could be argued.
I think you've argued with your parents at some point in your life on this topic. That's why you want to argue it. But no, I'm going to go with definitely not. No way.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. And the last question, I guess it's not really a question, but do you have a message for the students at Oakwood as we kind of head out of this year and finish up this remote learning process?
Yeah, I can do that. There was a movie, one of my favorite movies. I'm not going to name the title of it, but there's a line in there where a guy's saying to another guy, and he quotes it. They're talking about life, and he says, "You either need to get busy living or get busy dying." And I love that quote, and I think it fits well with what we're doing now. A lot of people are frustrated with having to, quarantine. But to me, quarantine doesn't mean sit in your house and do nothing all day. I have 3 kids, so we have this conversation often. 20 years from now, nobody's going to say to you, "Hey, what was your best night on Fortnite? Who was your favorite TikTok?" Nobody's going to remember that 20 years from now. So to me, that's not really living much. So I would say the message is do something. Write a book, write a poem, write a song, build something. Go outside and, if somebody's got some tools around the house, ask them to show you how to build something, or work on your relationships with people, or something effective. You got to get out and do something. And, something we do here is exercise. So there's no better time to get an exercise training program in, especially for those kids that are going to run track for me next year or cross country. You better be running right now. So, do something. Don't just sit in the house and do nothing, because that's not good for anybody.
Love it. All right, Mr. Laughman, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. I want to give a shout out to your YouTube channel as well. For those of you that haven't seen it, they're great and they're science related, which makes it even more enjoyable.
Yeah, we're having fun with it. So, a few more weeks of that, and We'll be wrapping that episode up, but hopefully next year I'll be able to do the talk shows back in the classroom where they're a little bit more entertaining. So, all right, buddy, take care. Good luck with your show, and go Eagles.
A big thanks to Mr. Laughman for coming on Ask an Eagle. I really appreciate it. Well, some of you may not know this, but as teachers, we get emails every single day. They could be from parents, students, and even other teachers. As I was scrolling through my inbox this weekend, I found this email that was very interesting. I decided to do some digging and received these anonymous video clips from a very reliable source regarding the email. Enjoy this inside look at teaching from home.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming to my Google Meet. I really appreciate it. It was great seeing you guys. Miss you guys. Bye. Where was Caleb in that Google Meet? I bet you he's still in bed. We're gonna have to fix this. Where were you? At the Google Meet? What? I'm a little tired of this stuff over break. You know what? That's a detention. You have a detention for not coming to the Google Meet. Oh, and you have a detention for sleeping excessively. Look at that trash. Where's Jared? Jared! Jared! The trash needs out! Jared! Jared! Did you not hear me? No. The trash needs out. Is your homework done? This is all you do. You play Fortnite, 2K basketball, whatever you do down here. You know what? You're getting a detention. A detention for excessive video gaming. Wow. This is like one of the best days I've had in a long time. I actually feel like I'm teaching again.
I don't know about you, but seeing Mrs. Hahn pass out detentions brings a huge smile to my face and makes me feel like I'm back at school. Well, that does it for our show today. Stay healthy, stay safe, and have a wonderful week. Until next time, I'm your host, Mr. Burkett, and this is OWTV News.